Yeah, I know it's been a while since you've been over, and I apologize for yelling at you last time, bro, but hey, while it's still a little on the sloppy side, let me know what you think of the dork room, huh?
It looks pretty good, a little sloppy. You do have your statues facing the wrong way, though.
I would respectfully disagree and say they're facing the right way.
I think the creators meant for these statues to be facing forward, and the fact that you have them all turned around with their butts showing. I mean, this one's even touching the other one's butt. I think this is a bit disrespectful and a little bit sexist, don't you think?
Ah, prudes! I am a heterosexual male, and I love women and their butt cheeks. And there is nothing wrong with that. But some say it's inappropriate. Others say it's disrespectful. Some say I'm objectifying women. And others have gone so far as to say I'm sexist for it. My Google machine over here says that the definition of sexism is attitudes or behavior based on traditional stereotypes of gender roles, 2, discrimination or devaluation based on a person's sex or gender, as in restricted job opportunities, especially such discrimination directed against women. After reading that, I know for a fact I am not sexist. I am for equal rights for everybody. I'm a married man. My wife works. She was actually a plumber once, and the only reason why she quit was because she didn't like it. And as a married man, I have to make sure she's happy. But you may be asking, is she happy with you looking at all those other butt cheeks? I don't really think so. But I don't have a problem with her looking at other dudes. We live very close to the beach. There's dudes with their shirts off all the time. She looks. I don't really give her a hard time. As long as no talky or no touchy. And that's all I'm really getting at over here is all I want to do is look. Especially while I'm reading my comic books, I find it very, very wrong that we're taking away beautiful, sexy women from our comic books. I've been a fan of the female form since I was a very young man, and people that write and produce comic books know this. So they try to make them sexy to appeal to young men, because that is their demographic. But now we live in this 2016 world where sensitivity is standard, where people that don't even read comics have a say in how comics are being made. Pisses me off, man. Why are you taking away our beautiful superhero costumes from our female characters? Captain Marvel used to look so sexy, but now she's all covered up. Spider-Woman looked so sexy, but now they've changed her and gave her a jacket. Look what they've done to Psylocke. They've given her pants. Look what they've done to Rogue. They've given her a whole robe. I'm noticing it especially with Marvel comics that the characters get covered up, and I think it's very wrong that they change that. When you're reading a comic book, it puts you in a different place. It puts you into a fantasy land. Part of that fantasy land are sexy butt cheeks! And I cannot figure out why they are taking them away. It's the people that don't read comics that see this stuff as too vulgar for children, and I think that's totally wrong because comic books have been around with revealing clothing on their female characters for decades. Now, I really think the reason why people are trying to cut down on the revealing clothing is because people honestly believe that it leads to violent crime against women. And I don't know of any proof of that. If there's proof that female sexy comic book characters lead to violent crimes against women, then I would love to know about it. Please tell me. So really, just please leave them as they are. As busty, big-butted, beautiful women. Now, if you're thinking, hey, what about the muscular men's, huh? Got no problem with that either, man. Now, I'm sure most of the women going out to see these superhero movies are fans of the characters and don't just go to these movies with their boyfriends because they think Ben Affleck, Chris Evans, and Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Pratt are all the hottest guys on earth. They're not spending their $20 in their night to see huge muscles on topless men. Straight women don't care about that at all. They're going just because they like the stories. And if gay men are watching these superhero movies just for the stories, I don't have a problem with that either. But I find it wrong that we're cutting down on how revealing we're displaying women in these movies while men are being objectified more and more. Now, as much as I disagree with it, I've been told I'm not the sexiest man on earth. I've had moments where I have been objectified. Believe it or not, it's happened. From girls and guys. And I gotta say, it doesn't really bother me that much, but I can't say I'm the biggest fan of it. But that's not what I'm talking about here. See, this is about entertainment. That is about real life scenarios. And I think people make the connection from entertainment to real life scenarios. The point is that I don't think there's any harm with just looking. So please, give us back our sexy female comic book characters. Give us back the sexy costumes. Prudes are taking over, and they're taking away our right to look. So I say fight back against the prudes. If you see a woman with beautiful butt cheeks, stare until she turns around.